is the way you want to be able to check this is that the point should not bottom out in your screw. So in this case, put that in there. So you can see the screwdriver moving around in there because it should tighten up on your wagon wheel before it bottoms out. So all we need to do here now, it just barely takes some of that point off. Now you can use your electric grinder, but you just got to be very careful. You just want to take just a little bit at a time. Alright, let's try this thing again. Oh, I mean, it is just so barely moving in there. So what it's doing now, it's hitting, it's doing fine in the crosshairs, but now it's hitting your edge right here, the edge of the what are we going to call that? The edge of the Phillips wagon wheel. We're not in the spokes, we're in the, what are we going to call that? I don't know. Anyway, we're in the I don't know area. And so what we need to do here now, and you don't have to do this because really the screwdriver is ready to use now. But after you get to a point to where you think you want to grind a little more, you can take some out of the inside portion here. Now this is a little bit more difficult because, like I said, it's 89.5 degrees, not 90 degrees. And so whatever you use is going to turn it into a 90 degree, but all you're trying to do is get some relief in the I don't know area right there. Has got teeth on the edge and teeth on the top. So this is 90 degrees. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn this portion, the I don't know area, into a 90 degree area. And all we're going to do is just take some out of the center. Okay, this is what we're doing. You can see the file area, the file, and the area that we're going to do. We're taking that little rounded corners off. Now this is the screwdriver. It's the point of it. We're looking directly at the point of it. And then what we're going to do is come in and this little corner off right there. So we're just going to file that little corner off so we don't have these little rounded edges anymore. Get the idea. Now, screwdriver, when it's made and you really can't see it, it's all even way back. The end of it is a little bit fatter. This is going to be an exaggeration. This is where you get your 88.5 degree from one point to the next. But we're going to turn it into 90 degrees. Point cut down, now we're just going to cut in the I don't know area. Get it set in there. Oh, I can already tell it's starting to feel better because now it's not loose in there anymore. It's really snugging up. Let's see if it'll, yeah, see, it'll even hold. It's not magnetic either. So yeah, that's great. So we're getting there. So we've just about got Grandpa's screwdriver fixed. Yeah, it grabs good now. Alrighty. Good thing about these screwdrivers, this is a number 2. And a number 2 will fit a variety of screws. Like this is a screw for a number 3 screw bit. But the number 2 will fit it, even though it is a little loose in there. Matter of fact, it's quite a bit loose. But it's not designed for this type of screw. But it will fit it and it will drive it in, as long as you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. What you need is the one, and you can see the big end on this thing. That's so that it doesn't come to a point, because if it came to a point, then you'd be back down to a number 2 screwdriver. Let's see, this screw tip fits well with this screw, and it's not magnetic either. And then another thing, there's so many different bits. Like this one shows to be a number 3. We've got another one that shows to be real similar to it, but it's a 2.2. I don't know why they're coming up with all these. I'm going to have to research that and find out. This is the number 3, but you can see the difference. See, we've got a wider area in there. Okay, and now we're down to a number 1. This is almost to a point there. I mean, it's such a small flat point that it's just almost to a point, period. And it's exactly the same as a number 2, but it's just quite a bit smaller. This one is a number 2, this is the number 1. You can see the difference, and the reason is because this fits a lot smaller screws. Oh boy, I don't even know if I can even hang on to this thing, but this is definitely a number 1. And see, this one would fit in there, but it's not moving around very much. The heck of it is, you're not going to get a number 2 to fit in there. If you've got a number 2 screw, and you want to use your number 1 screwdriver, it will definitely take it out as long as it's not jammed up. In other words, it comes out fairly simple without a lot of work. I mean, if it's tight, then you need to go to your number 2. Well, I hope this helps for trying to save some screwdrivers that you have.